This podcast is a part of the Royal We Network.
Spit on me.
There's like a Genesis song. I want to say it's Genesis, where like the guitarist, he's mic'd his heartbeat. So like while he's playing, like as the song gets going, his heartbeat starts going up and stuff. I'm not really sure what made me think of that, but it would be kind of an interesting thing to do for a podcast. Just lay
our heartbeats.
Lay our heartbeats in the background. Yeah.
Huh? Wasn't there some monster, like a movie monster, that heard heartbeats?
Heard him?
Or could feel them? Or maybe that's just a thing they put in horror movies. Heartbeats.
Heartbeats. Yeah, maybe.
Boop boop. Boop boop. Boop boop.
Is that your heartbeat? Boop boop.
Boop boop.
Boop boop boop.
Keep booping on. Booping on.
All right. Here we are again.
Yep. Back in the undisclosed government location.
Yep, buried under the ground. The goof grease must flow. We're here to tell you, in the underground.
A freak from the Underland. We did this at the start of the last one, trying to think of that same song.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
All right, let's reset. Well, let's get into it, I guess. I mean, welcome to another episode of the Royal We. I'm Sam.
I'm Nate.
What we normally do is we read headlines and we just try to guess what the facts could be.
Yeah.
We don't read the articles because facts just get in the way.
Yeah.
If you guys want to send us headlines, if you should, you guys can do that at Royal WeCast on Twitter or royalwecast@gmail.com. We actually have a couple fan submitted ones. Maybe we should start off with that.
Yeah, let's do, because we always get to the end and forget them.
Yeah, we get to the end and then we forget them. So
this is Fan Appreciation Day here at the We. We appreciate all you fan out there.
All you fan. Hey, fan. So this one comes from Down Under.
Oh!
This comes from Weber. He sent us one.
He's proof that Australia does exist.
Who is denying
motherfuckers. People are saying because of the Earth is flat or something that Australia can't exist. I don't know. Anyway, that's a thing people are saying now is Australia isn't real.
Do you ever think, like, sometimes I get kind of, there's like you know the movie Truman Show?
Yeah.
And some people, like, after having seen that movie think their life is like that?
Yeah.
Every now and then I get little flirtations with that. Where, like, I was walking around here in Taipei, and I was like, man, this looks a lot like where I was in Seoul, in South Korea. I was like, maybe it was.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I used to think that all the time. I used to think that Australia might not exist, but not for that reason.
Just because it's improbable?
But not just improbable, but really it's just the idea that, which it still might not, but once you come to the realization that what the fuck are you going to do about it?
Right.
If we're all living in a simulation, how's that affect me? What am I going to do about it?
How does Australia affect me?
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes down to it, what Australian goods do we even consume?
Australia had a big influence on me when I was a kid, man.
Did it?
Yeah. And by that, I mean Crocodile Dundee.
Well, this is one from Weber.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Actually, I just had it pulled up and now it's gone. I'll paraphrase it. Can I do that? Is this the Royal We first?
I think we can.
It was something to the extent, it was something to the effect of school in China is in trouble for kindergarten in China getting in trouble for hiring pole dancer for opening ceremony.
Is that a thing here for funerals?
Pole dancers?
Like strippers?
Funeral makes more sense than kindergarten opening ceremony.
A whole lot more.
More sense.
Yeah.
A lot more sense.
Yeah, isn't there something like that here, though?
Why would you want a pole dancer at your funeral?
It was like to show clout or something. They get like dancers to be like, this guy, I don't know.
Clout. Man, he's got so much clout. Look at the ass on her.
Yeah, look. Even in death, they doth party.
Even in death, they shake thine ass. You know,
but for a kindergarten open, what?
I've heard them hiring people to like mourn and be like, whoa, and like cry, like throw themselves onto the coffin and stuff.
Yeah.
I would be terrible at that.
Yeah. I wouldn't even want that at mine.
No. What do you want?
Throw me in the garbage and have a big party.
Just throw you in the garbage?
Or set me at a table like Weekend at Bernie's and put like some pulley systems on the ceiling and then put funny stuff in my hands and people could come up and put little bubbles over my head and say stuff like LOL.
Yeah, sure. But think about realistically.
That wouldn't happen.
You're dead. Right.
They did stuff a man in like Detroit or somewhere.
What do you mean?
They like taxidermied him.
And?
For his funeral.
Oh. I bet you human taxidermy. I was listening
to... That seems like a lot of red tape. That's what that sounds like.
I was listening to a David Sedaris book, who's great. I love him. Mm-hmm. And he was trying to buy a taxidermied owl. And he went to this like taxidermy guy who like in the conversation with David Sedaris determined, he's probably cool. And then started showing him like the illegal human remains that he had. He had
just to a dude.
Yeah, just to a dude off the street.
See, it's like when you have a gun, you want to use a gun. You got taxidermied people parts in your house. You're going to want to show them to people.
Yeah.
I felt that way about my bag of teeth. That's why I don't have it here with me.
Where is it?
Back in the States.
I buried it. The guy had like a taxidermied 14-year-old girl's head.
Ooh.
And like, he had a...
And her parents thought nothing of this? Or did she
apparently it's really old. It was like back in the... Or he had like a pygmy arm.
Okay, I guess maybe you get rid of it.
Or maybe a whole body of pygmy body. But he had it in like a fucking Kroger bag.
Oh, God.
Just like up in a cabinet somewhere.
Didn't even really take care of it. You just have an old pygmy.
Well, you gotta keep it on the DL.
Or a whole pygmy. I guess, but I guess there's less rules about, you know, I guess if you could prove, like...
I didn't kill her.
Listen, I didn't do this, but this is...
Oh, like if they had died like hundreds of years before your birth, like obviously it doesn't do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, having it...
Nah, because we know for a fact you can get, what is it, the skulls.com.
Oh, yeah, Skulls Unlimited, I think?
Skulls Unlimited. So you can just go and buy a skull for a few grand, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know that I want a human skull. I'd be okay with like a big fuck off like bull skull. I like those.
Yeah.
I think that looks neat. The big horns.
Yeah. There's a crazy we had that conversation before because you said, what would we do if we had a skull? And I said something like, I would talk to it. And you were like, dude, if I hear you talking to a skull in the middle of the night, like...
What's up, man? Man, you drink all my whiskey.
That skull. Been eating all my beans. Name it Clarence.
Okay. I went to a place in New York. It was like a museum of oddities or a store of oddities. Mm-hmm. I think it was like a taxidermy kind of just weird bits and bytes kind of store. And you could buy like animal skeletons and like, you know, raccoon penis bones.
Yeah.
And like just like different things like that or like the skin of stuff. And it was kind of an interesting place. We went there fucking blasted though in the middle of the goddamn day. We pulled one of those, like we went to a Popeyes and ordered like big drinks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then, like poured half of them with whiskey and just wandered around the city all day.
We used to do that with slushies and vodka.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Chinese pole dancers at a kindergarten.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you the kids got nothing out of that. I bet you they just wanted to play on the pole.
Yeah, at kindergarten, they're probably just like, well, this is odd.
Yeah.
You know?
Who was that for? The teachers? The principal? Who was that for?
I don't know. You think it's to bring in... Maybe the dads never show up. They're like, I'm not showing an interest in my child's education.
But, I mean...
So...
If there's...
They got what now?
A Popeye.
I'll swing by.
Would you, though?
I don't know, man. There's a strip clubs in Florida giving out free barbecue.
I remember you telling me that. Like, I mean, how nudity isn't enough.
Yeah, nudity's not enough to get people in there. The barbecue's what's swinging.
Free barbecue.
Free barbecue.
How are they making a profit if they're giving away barbecue?
There's two ways you can go with that. Either, as the one guy told me once, you might want to come back on a Saturday night because we're running kind of a mixed lot.
About the women?
Yeah.
Or the queue?
No, the women. And so
maybe they're turning the strippers that don't turn a profit into the queue.
Oh no. The strippers are people. Women are people.
No, the barbecue is people.
The barbecue is people. Of course women are people. God damn. I'm going to be apologizing with like Norm Macdonald or something.
All right, let's crowbar away. Jokes, folks. This is in the science drawer.
Yeah.
I mean, you have more to say about.
No, I was just going to say there was a gun shop where I grew up that used to taxidermy deer heads to make them look crazy. They'd give them like spikes down their neck and red eyes and big fangs and stuff.
For who?
They would put like boar tusks in them. They look terrifying. Make them look like they're screaming.
The other day, out of nowhere, I decided to just like freak myself out. You ever like be standing in the mirror and just try to make fucking crazy faces?
Yeah. Did that on mushrooms once. And
I remember you told me, yeah, you're just making crazy. I was just like fucking death faces. I was trying to make my face scary enough to scare a child.
Apparently, if you look at yourself for 10 minutes straight, you start hallucinating. I've never tried it.
Should we look at each other for 10 minutes?
I think it's got to be yourself.
You want to do that?
Live on the air?
We're not going to put a 10-minute gap in this episode. We could just stare at each other for 10 minutes and then come back. I'll set a timer on my phone.
If you want.
All right, folks, we're going to be right back.
It's going to be a test of our attention spans.
I'm going to put 10 minutes on this.
Okay. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
We've got nothing accomplished so far. Did we do an intro? Yeah, we did. Okay, we'll be back.
And we're back. That was a pretty we didn't do it for 10 minutes.
That was a bust.
You bailed.
I did bail. You spit all over me after like 26 seconds.
I didn't mean to. You started making a face.
My face. Yeah, that's harder than you think.
You at home try it.
Yeah.
We'll send you pictures of us.
I think, but what the thing is, I think you just have to look at yourself. I don't think that looking at your buddy.
But you know, now we'll never know because you didn't want to do it.
Yeah, well, I've never even tried looking at myself for 10 minutes straight to test the theory.
It did. I felt a little bit
like you're at like a weird distance. I didn't know where to look it on your face.
Well, I kept making eye contact with you, and like the background and stuff kind of shifted.
Mm-hmm.
I got kind of weird. You didn't believe in what we were doing.
I didn't know what we were doing.
We're staring at each other for 10 minutes. There's not a lot going on.
I don't understand the concept.
Okay. No. Here's one in the science drawer.
Yeah, science drawer.
You hear that new we? They just stare at each other for 10 minutes. I did spit on you. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I already forgot about it.
Spaghetti mystery that stumped famous physicist is finally solved.
Whoa.
Whoa.
A famous science mystery.
Spaghetti mystery.
Oh, spaghetti mystery.
Did you miss that?
No, I heard it. I don't know why I said the wrong thing.
Spaghetti mystery that stumped famous physicist is finally solved.
So he's famous for physics and was stumped by spaghetti.
Is this like a spaghetti paradox or something like?
Let's remember this one because I want to know what this is about.
Maybe it's like the what is that, the coastline, the more accurately you measure a coastline, it's like a fractal. It infinitely expands.
What's that to do with spaghetti?
It's a situation. Maybe like it's like the
more you look at spaghetti, the more spaghetti there is.
Maybe it's. All right, hold on. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna stare at spaghetti for 10 minutes.
We come back completely changed. We never release the episode. No one ever hears from us again. What do they see?
What do you see?
Here are the noodles you seek.
Matt.
That was a Crawl reference.
God damn it, dude. If we start staring at... Dude, we should start a YouTube channel where we just stare at spaghetti. Like, just stare at... all right, 10. Remember, did I have an idea? Okay, let me gather my thoughts.
Yeah.
Do you remember my idea of, like, an alchemy YouTube channel where we just rub stuff on other stuff and people start sending us stuff like, let's see what this does?
Yeah, yeah.
We rub an Xbox on a hamster.
I've been coming up with a lot of ideas to start a fake ghost channel.
Fake ghost?
But then at the end of the video, it really just be one video.
Okay.
To film it... Or you'd film like a series of things and say that your house and do them really well to make it like look like your house is haunted, like doors closing, lights coming on and off, shit falling over, make it really realistic. And then on the last one, just like get somebody with a sheet over their head to just come in the room.
It'd be funny as if your house was
a big fuck you to even like, man, I watched that for 18 minutes.
You know what it could be is the guy under the sheet is a special effects guy. Like, fucking digital effects artist broke into my house.
So I thought it'd be funny to come on and be like, every week I buy 4 cans of Bush's barbecue baked beans so I can enjoy Bush's barbecue baked beans 4 times a week minimum. And somebody's been eating all my beans, and I know it ain't my roommate because he's a Christian.
Ghost is eating your beans?
Yeah, Ghost been eating my beans. It ain't my roommate because he's a Christian. He wouldn't eat my beans.
His name, in fact, is Christian.
He's Christian, and he's in with the Lord. And he would tell me if he ate my beans, and I don't think he is. So I'm gonna set up I'm gonna hide cameras and find out what kind of ghost. Maybe it's aliens.
Why would you jump to it? Okay, I understand what you're saying. But there had to be more than that. Like, if he's just eating beans, like, why would you assume a ghost was eating your beans?
That's the thing.
You know the fucking leap in logic. Like, we give Zach a lot of shit for this. We went camping on an island one time, and we heard something, and Zach thought it was a bear.
Yeah, immediately
thought it was a bear. So, like, when you assume something very strange, you know? Like, I saw one time... Where I live now, there's like a staircase that goes to nothing. It just ends in a ceiling. And I saw, maybe you've seen this, I think it was fake actually, was this woman broke into this guy's house and then like lived up in this crawl space.
Oh, I don't think it was fake. Or there was a one,
was it real?
I mean, people have faked it since.
Oh?
Yeah, there's been all these videos of like stranger caught living in house.
And like he would like go to sleep, whatever, and she would come down and like use his bathroom, and
she would leave whenever he went to work. She would come out while he was at work and like use the bathroom and eat food and
eat
stuff.
His beans and right.
Yeah, I would assume it was a person before a ghost.
So what I mean is like sometimes like I'll be at the house and I'll be like, you know, you hear something. Like, what? Like the other day I could have sworn I heard the rice cooker pop. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm not making any rice. So then, like, you know, your dumbass brain is like, there's a woman lying. She's up in the fucking stairs.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know my point.
To me, that's creepier than a ghost.
I agree.
Somebody living in your walls.
Because ghosts aren't real. But people can live in walls. Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
That's like when we saw those, we went on a fucking we went on a spooktacular deep dive. Oh, October's coming up, man. We gotta start spooking up the podcast.
Yeah.
We gotta start collecting things of the occult.
Spook grease.
Yeah, we'll have to make an appearance back on the Secret Transmission podcast.
Yeah,
but
just invited ourselves right on there.
Yeah, listen, we're gonna do a tour. We're gonna do a podcast tour.
Okay, podcast world tour. Fall
Tour. Fall digital tour.
It's the fall tour.
Tour. What was I talking about?
Tour.
People are up to fucking weird shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. People doing weird shit, doing weird experiments to each other. Yeah. Anyway, spaghetti mystery. We don't know what that is.
No, I'm wanting to read that one.
What was my point? My point was maybe it's a situation like
I don't know, man. We're all over the place. You're talking about spaghetti and fractals and coastline.
I know. You don't know what I'm talking about, the coastline?
Yeah, I do.
Like if you just draw a line where the coastline is, you say it's 10 miles long. But if you actually like go in and do all the ins and outs of the coastline, it turns into like 15.
Yeah.
And then you get into like where that coastline, where it goes in, and then you look, oh shit, actually, if you do it more accurately, you know? So like, how do you fucking measure a coastline?
Yeah, so, you gotta give it up at a point.
So the spaghetti,
it's like writing a novel or a screenplay, I think.
You just gotta give it up?
At some point, man, it's gotta be done.
We should start writing screenplays. We have written a couple.
Yeah.
Fucking rat.
Remember Hitler phone booth?
We did this?
No. We found that online.
No.
It was like the movie Phone Booth, but had something to do with Hitler. Wasn't that Hitler phone booth?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Maybe I made that up, and it was...
I remember
there was something...
Fast 9.
Oh, Fast 9. That's what it was.
The Fast and the Furious.
Yeah. What was Hitler phone booth? Did I just think that up?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's our screenplay. It's the movie Phone Booth, but Hitler somehow.
This is the spaghetti mystery. It's just you're throwing shit at a fucking wall.
Yeah.
Seeing what sticks for screenplays.
Flying spaghetti monster.
Okay. Okay. Here's one in not news / fast food.
Okay.
A classic.
Yep.
I mean, no. Oh, you know what? People send us stuff. Let's not forget.
Yeah. We've forgotten everything.
Where are we? We're not drinking. You know why? It's because we tried to fucking stare at each other for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It derailed everything. Mm-hmm. We need to make it a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Here's one in not news / fast food.
Okay.
Domino's pizza tattoos earn some Russians free pizza for life.
What? Didn't they do something else over there in Russia?
I mean, go on.
Goodbye.
Wasn't there something else going on in Russia?
It was something to do with fast food. Remember that?
There's the Burger King cryptocurrency.
Yeah. And there was a baby born in somewhere that gets free Taco Bell or something.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. That was in Russia?
Now, I think if you name your kid Colonel Sanders, you get free chicken for life.
I would do that in a heartbeat.
I'm thinking.
Because think about this. If you have that card, one of the fucking difficulties as a human being on this fucking planet is putting food on the table. Mm-hmm. Right? You name your fucking kid Colonel Sanders. Call him Colonel Sanders Larry Marks. Just call him Larry. His fucking...
Holding birth name is Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders Larry Marks.
And you get... Yeah.
And you get free chicken for life. You could eat forever. You never have to worry about food again because you're fucking chuckle fuck enough. But you're just taking advantage of the system. I'll get a tattoo right now.
Of pizza?
Of Domino's logo.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be somewhere visible.
Yeah.
Is it on my face?
I wouldn't get a pizza tattooed on my face.
Free food for life, though.
I mean, I'm not even a rapper.
Free food for life.
But to have pizza on your face?
Yeah.
It's like this.
It's not. I don't think it's a pizza. I think it's part of their logo.
I saw there was a metal band back in the day, or maybe still around, I don't know, called ISIS. And I remember seeing whenever ISIS became a terrorist organization, they're showing all these things online where these dudes had these fucking ISIS, the band tattoos.
Oh, shit.
But nobody remembers ISIS, the metal band, really. So people were like, why do you have ISIS tattooed on you?
That's awful.
Yeah.
My brother and I had a funny conversation the other day about joining ISIS and trying to take them out from the inside.
Oh.
Not a good idea.
No, because I'm sure people like soldiers have tried.
Right. People with much more
governments.
And also, their crazy can't beat our unpreparedness.
Yeah.
No. Their crazy will beat our unpreparedness. Our unpreparedness cannot beat their crazy is what I should have said.
Yeah, that's what it is. Don't know what you're getting into.
So I'm saying
there was something else going on in Russia.
If you get free free McDonald's, I'll get the golden arches on my neck. I'll get the golden arches on my belly.
If you got it for your life, because that would add up. Sure. If you're ever down and out, man, you got food covered.
That's what I'm saying.
Especially at a place like McDonald's. They're not going out of business.
That's another point.
That's everywhere on the planet.
Right, because it's not like it's fucking Joe's Crab Shack or something. Oh, that's a thing. That's
except for Vietnam. I don't think there's a lot of McDonald's in Vietnam.
No, I saw a YouTube video about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it's true, I was there.
Too many spiders to eat.
It's because, but it's because, like, their street food is already, like, fast and cheap. So, like, McDonald's can't get an edge.
Right.
You know? Because, like, in America, you either cook your food or go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Those are two options.
Pretty much. Or you get you one of them grandmas.
I'm surprised this isn't much of a thing here, because, like, night markets and food stands are pretty big.
Yeah. KFC's big, man. People love some fried chicken.
Yeah. Now we're just listing why fast food's good. Would you get a fast food tattoo?
Depending on the location and the food.
But do you see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like
I'm with you. I would strongly consider it.
Because if you had, like, rent taken care of for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you already had a kid on the way, it would be worth investing. I don't think it's worth investing having a kid just so you can get free chicken.
No, because
the cost of a kid vastly outweighs the cost of some occasional chicken.
Not occasional chicken.
But no, but you're only, even if you have it you've got it free to eat all the time, but you're not going to eat chicken. You're not going to take advantage of that every day.
Maybe what you do is you start a side business where you get the chicken.
Then you resell it?
Yeah.
That's something else that's happened, man. And we're caught in a fucking loop. That's something else that happened.
Someone was buying chicken.
Remember somebody was selling chicken?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
They were buying like Popeye's chicken and reselling it.
Yeah,
or Popeye's was buying somebody else's chicken.
Yes. I think they were buying Popeye's chicken. They said, we want to give our customers the delicious taste of Popeye's chicken. And they were a chicken restaurant.
Yeah.
Time is a fucking flat circle, man.
So they bought chicken from Popeye's and resold it in their own restaurant as Popeye's chicken.
Is this episode even fucking... Can anyone follow us?
Maybe.
I feel we're all over the goddamn place. Should I do another headline?
Maybe. What's the one we were just talking about?
I don't know.
What was it? We got ones from people. The fans.
This one came from Afterburn 739. I'm not sure exactly who it is there that sent it to me. Mm-hmm. But hey, thanks. This is ridiculous. Can you imagine? This is ridiculous because the level of commitment on this man's part. Mm-hmm. Man pretends to have Down syndrome, hires caregivers to bathe him and change his diapers.
You can hire people to do that without lying about Down syndrome.
Yeah, he probably costs more.
I bet so. I bet that's what it is. What an asshole.
Do you think he was just fucking fully torqued the whole time, too?
Probably.
Just a huge fucking erection?
Can't help it. I don't want to say anything. Oh, what an ass. Because if you just because people will do that for you if you were just like, hey, I want you to dress me up like a big baby and give me baths and shit.
I bet fetish workers, man, laugh all the way to the bank.
Oh, you know they do.
There's like dominatrix that don't even fuck anyone.
A lot of them don't.
They don't even fuck around with dicks. They don't even see them. They beat some people, put them in leather.
And they travel around the fucking states going to booking cities at a time.
They dress provocatively.
Yeah. But a lot of them don't even get nude.
No, right.
And dudes just come in and crawl around and their things just to get fucking yelled at and spanked and sent home. Cost them $1,500.
Why? I don't have that any part of that. I'm not into it. You want to be spanked?
I mean, if it goes somewhere.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean.
I don't want someone just to hit me and send me home.
Yeah. And then I got to take care of myself?
Yeah. Nah.
No, right. If it ultimately ends, even then, not into that. I told you one time I went on a fucking Tinder date and this girl, again, we're just rehashing shit for the podcast. I'm pretty sure I told this in the podcast.
This is the fall review.
Yeah. Before we get into the spooktacular. She told me at the end of the day she just bought like new whips that were like flammable and I wanted to know if I wanted to test them out with her. Like,
flammable?
First date.
Well, that sounds like what?
Yeah, that looks like you're going to burn your whole life down.
I would have expected, hey, these whips will never catch on fire.
No, these whips are flammable.
We want these whips to catch on fire.
These are test
flammable whips.
And if you're whipping things around, you'd think that it would put the fire out. So there's got to be some pretty intense...
There's some kind of fuel in them.
I've never really considered that. I've told that story a bunch of times.
Yeah, if you're cracking a whip, that would have to put out a fire.
And who wants to be fucking whipped?
Yeah, I don't want someone to bullwhip me with a flaming whip like a goddamn Balrog. I think...
I will not fuck you, Balrog.
Yeah.
Dark flame of Urun.
I will not get hard.
We can do better.
Yeah.
We can't do better.
No. The safe word is rhubarb.
That was fan submitted.
Yeah. And I think our thing on that one was the guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
Because he took advantage of a disability. You know what I mean?
100%.
Just to get his fucking rocks off. Because he didn't want to admit to being weird. Well, guess what? Now you're weird and a dick.
Yeah, and you broke the goddamn law.
Yeah. It's not against the law to have people do that type of stuff.
Yeah, to be into weird fetish shit. That's fine.
It's against the law to try to get fucking Medicare to pay for it or something.
You know, like there's those, you can hire women on the internet to like make videos of them stuff, like farting on cakes and stuff.
I am aware.
Cakefarts.com.
Yes.
Let's get this done.
There's a whole lot of weird stuff like that. But I like the way you started that. You know, you can hire people on the internet to do stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean.
All the internet is.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I would say, I'm going to throw a number out there.
Okay.
9 times out of 10.
Okay.
The fantasy is better than the reality.
Yeah.
You get this idea in your head like it's gonna be so fucking hot.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I don't.
I remember, you know the position stand and deliver. There's a sex position.
The movie?
No, no. The one where that guy teaches those kids math. No, the sex position.
So there's a sex. There's a sex position based off a guy teaching children math.
It has nothing to do.
I'm in.
I'm not gonna do it to you.
No. If only we'd stared.
It has more to do. It has more to do with the standing and the delivering than it does with math. It has nothing to do with math.
Okay.
Let me
I'm not familiar with this as a sex position.
You do. It's where the guy stands up and he holds the woman and he basically.
Oh, I never knew that's what that was called.
It's called stand and deliver.
Okay.
Anyway, I remember being super into that. It's like, man, that's gonna be great. And then I was going to the gym and trying to get do squats and shit to get the fucking upper body strength to be able to do it.
And dating little petite girls.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the more important aspect. Yeah. But ultimately, I eventually was able to accomplish it. Mm-hmm. It's not that great. No, it's a lot more effort than you.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot. You know what? At the end of the day, it's a lot of work, and those kids don't want to learn the math.
Yeah, they don't.
They'll fight you on it.
Yeah, they just want to listen to their music, sling drugs. What were they doing in that movie?
I don't remember.
They weren't standing and delivering, as we now know it.
It's a sex move based on the movie. How many sex moves are based on movies?
The Shrek.
What's that?
I don't know. You fucking swamp. The Shrek style.
Fuck in a swamp.
Yeah, on a bed of onions.
Listen, baby, I got free chicken for life.
Bring some to the swamp. Dude, that seems like if you crack a bucket of chicken in the swamp, you're about to get eaten.
Get it.
I said it legitimately. It came out of my mouth.
Fucking living in a fucking swamp. There was no processing. You didn't say that for comedic effect. You said that was what was in your heart. Was it? About to get it. Yeah, girl.
Oh,
get me some of that chicken, and I'm about to you guys to get it.
Getting eat up with skeets. No, I had a thing. No, you're talking about the payoff. Yeah, because if your thing is you think that farting on a cake is going to be a good time, but the thing, what a ridiculous thing. There's been so much nonsense come out of my mouth over the years, and then sometimes I'm just like, yeah, that was a thing. So you think that's going to be a good time, but what you don't get, most people are watching the person fart on the cake, and that's where they're getting their kicks. They don't have to worry about getting cake out of their asshole.
No.
You know? So the person who's farting on the cakes, either one, you're charging enough to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, you are. You 100% are. She's not doing it of her own volition. She's doing it because there's a paycheck.
You got to buy a cake, or you got to make a cake and decorate it, all the while with the thought process of, I'm going to fart on this cake and mess it up.
You know, there's that whole, people have talked about this before.
Just messing up cakes.
We're entering a generation where people are going to run for president, and then their tweet from 40 years ago is going to be there. Imagine if your grandma was the lady who farted on that cake. And just one day you fucking, they do a thing where, the AI gets so strong, you're like, I wonder, here's a picture of my grandma, Google Cloud software.
Yeah, and
it spits that video back out. Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm pretty sure this is her. And you're like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, Grandma, did you fucking fart on a cake?
We've really got to get around to working on my voice.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. The Google algorithm code.
Yeah.
It doesn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you input picture of grandma, it gives you cake farts, and you're like, no, there's a fucking error here.
My grandma was farting on cakes 40 years ago.
Yeah, and you're like, Grandma, what the hell? That built this fucking house. You shut your mouth.
Yeah, nice cakes. I farted on nice cakes.
Yeah, I baked them.
Of course, pre-grandma baked her own cakes.
To fart on them for fetish money.
Because there's a lot of shit that you said that looks better on paper or in your head.
You know that fucking guy...
That's why I don't fuck in stores and shit.
What? Fuck in stores.
Yeah, go to a Walmart and fuck. And
You don't do that.
No.
Okay. What a claim. Why where did that come from?
Because...
the idea of doing it is better than, if you get caught.
Yeah, if you get caught... If you're ever going to get busted doing the sex act, it's going to be in the cleanup stage.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean?
Y'all just fucking here?
Because otherwise you can just fucking roll out of it and book it. But once, there's a minute where you're like, fuck, you're not with it, and then you realize what you've done, and then you're like, no.
Yeah,
and that's when somebody comes down the fucking aisle.
Yes.
Looking for a fucking bike pump or something.
Right. Well, yes.
That's where you would do it in the stores back there, where the bikes are.
Bike pump. Yeah, baby. Put that bike pump in my ass.
Swing by the deli, fart on some meat.
Cake fart. Dude, fetish money's got to be good. It's got to be good money.
Oh, yeah. Because you're paying for stuff that people are either like, it's not mainstream and they're either ashamed of it or want to hide it for some reason.
Didn't you and I have this scheme for a while that we were going to do foot fetish porn, but we were going to use our own feet? We were going to just going to film it. We were going to like shave our legs.
We tried to hatch a bunch of schemes.
Yeah, we were in a big, like, post-college. You and I, instead of going and getting a real job and doing honest work, we're heavy on schemes.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Like, just coming up with something.
And that was one of them. What are we going to make? We did want to make a porn website, which we've talked for a long time about. But I think one of our schemes, we were going to shave our legs and, like, buy some high heels and stuff and, like, do, like, weird foot fetish stuff. Or, like, you know, stepping on grapes and things like that, and I guess it would be easier just to hire women. Why are we gonna do it? No one's gonna believe our feet.
Yeah, my feet look like the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, your feet. My feet could maybe pass as. I took my sock off so you can notice. You think I could pass off as a feminine foot?
Yeah, you get all that hair off there.
Yeah. You gotta shave it. we're really like doing deep dives on each other right now.
Yeah,
like staring at each other, looking at feet, trying to imagine fetish porn. Okay, let's do one more and get out of here. I mean, we've got to have... I mean, how long have we been recording? It feels like
I don't even know. We just keep...
Man plans to die in fire until he discovers fire is hot.
Is this a real article?
I guess. I mean, it says it.
Who is this, the first man?
You know, I don't like that one. That's dumb. I agree with you.
That looks like a way I want to go. Woo, wait. Woo.
There's got to be an aspect to that to suicide of like... And again, it's better in your head. The fantasy of it is better than the reality of it.
You botch a suicide, you're fucked.
But you know what I mean? Of like, oh, I'll just jump off this building, and then I'm sure, like, before you hit the ground, you're like, no, I want to take it back.
I changed my mind. Yeah. So I would always wanted to say I would go out fast, like shoot yourself or something, like with something big, like something where you can't fucking botch it. Like,
not like the Fight Club.
Yeah.
Visitor stumbles into Descent into Limbo installation at Portuguese Museum.
What is that? Where you gradually just have to get lower and lower to the ground?
No, I think Limbo like Purgatory.
Oh. I was thinking like...
Descent into Limbo. Ooh, how low can you go?
Can you imagine a book called The Descent into Limbo? That's... The end. Just imagine that. No, but it was like one man's tale of his harrowing
descent into limbo, but it's about him being a limbo dancer?
Yeah. And like maybe there's a dark side to limbo and that you don't need. What people don't know is in order to get that low, you've got to do a large amount of cocaine.
Dude, what's great is you could totally write a self-help book about that, about like rock bottom and all this and like talk about, but really you're just talking about fucking limbo.
Yeah.
Like getting flexible enough to get real low but not touch the ground.
Because it makes sense. Yeah. Something ridiculous like that. Do it like there's an underground competitive world of it. Trying to see how low you can get. And
I mean, that's basically Fight Club. Wasn't that one big part of it? Trying to reach rock bottom?
Yeah, but they were trying to reach rock bottom like metaphorically and physical
movie?
Materialistically.
Yeah. This
is rock, but they're trying to get rock bottom physically by bending backwards at the knee and seeing how low they can go. But in order to do that, what people don't understand is you have to
give up everything.
You give it all up. You have to give everything up.
Okay, let's read
This is our screenplay.
Let's read one of these headlines.
I know it's got to be spaghetti. The
spaghetti physicist mystery.
Spaghetti.
All right, let's play the card. This is on CNN.
Ooh, legitimate source for once. Maybe.
Yeah, the scientist is from the Fermi National Accelerator Laboratory.
Oh.
Okay, there's a whole lot of stuff here on here. Spaghetti mystery that stumped famous physicist is finally solved.
Who's eating my spaghetti?
Me. Richard P. Feynman was one of the brightest minds of the 20th century. He was a key player inventing quantum electrodynamics, which describes the behavior of light and matter.
Until one day he turned into spaghetti.
There was one physics...
Dude, if the Large Hadron Collider turns a scientist into spaghetti, worth it.
There is, however, one physics mystery that he never solved. The nature of how a spaghetti noodle breaks. On whether it was even possible to break a stick cleanly in two.
This is what he thought about. Every time he made spaghetti, he's like, God damn it, I can't figure it out.
Feynman's friend Daniel Hillis tells a story of a night when he and Feynman tried to figure it out. Why is this true? Why does it break into 3 pieces? So I guess if you break a spaghetti noodle, it always breaks. There's a little piece in the middle.
Yeah. Always?
Eventually, Feynman gave up. He died not knowing.
Took it to his grave, that aggravation.
If you're a huge pasta fan like I am, you understand the problem. Take a stick of spaghetti, hold it by the ends, and bend it until it breaks. Naively, you'd assume that that stick would break into 2 pieces, but it never does. The stick will break into 3 pieces, or more often, with little spaghetti bits flying everywhere.
That's never really bothered me.
They figured it out, though.
Even if you break it in a bundle?
If you take a stick of spaghetti and twist it before you bend it, you can break the stick in 2. When the initial fracture occurs, energy is released as it occurs in a normal break. But rather than propagating through the stick and breaking it, the energy goes into relieving the tension induced by the twist.
All right.
I mean, this has more to do with like material dynamics, like this is like not.
This is a mystery to physicists. What's not a mystery anymore?
While this is impactful research was on the edge of human knowledge, he truly loved physics and spent most of his time playing with conundra, like the broken spaghetti problem.
You know that's crazy. That motherfucker's working on the Large Hadron Collider, where they're making fucking. Well, I guess trying to find God particles and shit, and like. Yeah, we got all this figured out, but I have no idea why spaghetti breaks into 3 pieces. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, but 100%. But I also think there is a lot of value in things like that you wouldn't think about. Like, you know, that's like a big thing people say, like,
well, I'm sure it translates to something else.
Why do we spend money on fucking trying to get people to go to Mars? How about this problem here on Earth we need to fix? That's so fucking short-sighted, it's insane. Yeah. Because, like, the knowledge of why that happens can be translated into other applications.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So, for example, like, the reason, like, you know when a cloth gets wet, it gets darker?
When what?
When fabric gets wet.
They said a clock. And I was like, I never got my clocks wet.
You don't want to get a real dirty clock.
You tried telling time in the shower. You don't know how long you're in the bathtub.
Okay, Harlan Williams was his name.
Oh, was that Harlan Williams?
But you know when fabric gets wet, it gets darker.
Change colors,
it's because it wetness absorbs light and it stays more of the light stays inside the fabric, so it makes it darker. It's less light. So that can be applied to rendering the world, for example, in computer programs. They know to make it do that. You know, like they just
or you can invent Vantablack, the darkest substance known to man.
The dark. You know what I'm saying? Like
they said it's so. I read an article about it. They said it's so black your brain can't really comprehend it, and if they put it in a room and you walk into it, you get all fucking disoriented because your brain can't even comprehend
like where
that level of darkness. Yeah. Pretty gnarly.
Well, this has been another episode of The Royal We.
Yep.
I want to thank Kishi Bashi for letting us use his song Intro/Pathos off the album 151A. I want to thank you guys for sticking through with us. I'm not sure. This is a chunky one.
That was all over the place.
I want to thank Afterburn 739. They sent us on Twitter the Down syndrome one. And I also want to thank Weber for sending us the one about the Chinese kindergarten pole dancing one.
Yeah.
If you guys want to send us headlines, and you should, you guys go to @RoyalWeCast on Twitter or RoyalWeCast@gmail.com. I was a guest actually on the Afterburn 739 podcast. That should be coming out.
Is it not? It's out now, isn't it?
No, I think it's coming out. It comes out the same day this episode comes out.
So tomorrow sometime.
Yeah, so once you're done listening to this, then go over and you guys can Google it. Afterburn 739. It's probably called Buy a Fucking Chicken because we talked about that a lot in that episode. Well, it's gonna do it for us.
Yep.
Good night, Dad.
Kind of want spaghetti now.
I do too. God damn it, dude. If we start staring at... Dude, we should start a YouTube channel where we just stare at spaghetti. Like, just stare at... Like, all right, 10. Remember, did I have an idea? Okay, let me gather my thoughts.
Yeah.